Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Jamie Drew with the Girlfriend Experience TV, where you can come and get the advice, the knowledge, and the support you need to live your best life. Let's get right into today's topic, how to remain sane as a working mother. Okay, so I'm here to give you some tips, some tricks that you need, of course, like I always say, to live your best life. And why should working mothers be exempt? Before we move on, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, you know you're wrong, okay? So, all right. I know many of you out there watching me are working mothers. You may be single mothers. You may have a husband. You may have a significant other living with you. No matter what the case is, you probably need this help, because all of us mothers go through those points in times where we are overwhelmed by all the tasks that we have to do. Everything from our day job to keeping ourselves up with, our hair and our makeup and our fitness and health, to keeping the kids together and haircuts and hair salon visits and things like that for the kids, sports, and homework and projects and dinner and cleaning and time with your man and girl, everything else. So I know you are overwhelmed, but I have a few things that have really helped me out and other mothers as well that I know will really change your life. So go ahead and get your pen and paper, because I have got, and I wrote it down so I won't forget anything, 7 tips and tricks to help you stay sane as a working mother. So tip number 1 is going to be to put as many things as you can on autopilot, okay? You don't have to think about it, or you simplify it. You want to make your life as simple as possible. And one of those daunting tasks that us mothers are always going through is grocery shopping. Some of us grocery shop once a week. Some of us grocery shop every 2 weeks. Sometimes it's every 3 days, depending on how big of a family you have, or how much fresh ingredients you're trying to get, or which new recipe you're working on. What I would like you to do is start setting yourself up for grocery pickup or delivery, okay? Your local grocery store, I'm telling you, they have some type of pickup or delivery service. Now, don't be afraid of delivery and think that it's going to be too expensive, because a lot of times it's just something like $10, something that you can wiggle into your grocery budget, okay? If it's that important to you, it depends on what kind of time you have. But if you are, going berserk, you're trying to fit everything in, and you are a struggling for time mother, then you're going to want to invest a couple of dollars in grocery delivery. So Walmart does it. There's some local grocery stores that I don't know if you have in your state, like Publix, things like that. A lot of grocery stores are doing this now because they realize the value in it. And the pickup service is going to be free for you. So you're going to go online, or you're going to go on your app, and you're going to order your groceries right then and there, and you're going to schedule a pickup time. This is going to save you so much time in the grocery store, so much frustration in the grocery store. If your kids act a fool when they go with you grocery shopping, this is the way to avoid that. This is also a way to save you money in the long run, because a lot of times when we're walking up and down those aisles, girl, we tend to pick up things that are not on our list, that are outside of our budget, and we end up overspending. We see a sale or something like that, and we're like, oh, I've got to have it, or you start to get cravings in the store, and that's when the whole budget goes out of the window. So being able to do your grocery shopping ahead of time by using an app or by going online with the grocery store's website and setting it up for pickup or delivery is going to save you that time, is going to save you that money. And you can be doing that at night while you are watching TV or while you're having your morning coffee or whatever your routine is, a moment in time, it's going to take a lot less time than it would to, drive to the grocery store, go grocery shopping, pick out things that are not on your list, get in line, get everything bagged up. It's going to save you so much of that time. And forget about it if, delivery, you don't even have to drive there. So that is, to me, the number one thing to make your life go a lot smoother is to set those groceries up so that you are spending a lot less time. Trust me, it is worth it, girl. Okay. So the next tip that I have for you is to set focus days throughout your week. And what I mean by that is you are going to focus on a particular thing on a particular day of the week. There is so much going on with us mothers on a regular daily basis that it's overwhelming to your mind, okay? And so what you've got to do is just break it up in days. Like, for instance, you can have a specific day where, okay, this is the day that I'm going to do laundry. I'm not going to touch laundry any other day. I'm not even going to think about it. This is the day when I do laundry. Or let's say, for instance, you get paid every 2 weeks. You get paid every 2 weeks. That's the only time when you're going to get money is every 2 weeks. So why look at your bills as they come in? Okay, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. And you see this up here in the corner? This right here, okay, move my hand, is where I keep all of my bills, okay? And of course my keys and my garage opener and all that kind of stuff. But you get what I'm saying, okay? This is put off until the only day that I worry about bills. This is going to help you mentally as well. If you set a focus day, okay, I'm only going to get paid on this specific day. I'm only going to worry about bills on this specific day. That is where you sit down, you do your budget, you crunch your numbers, you make your payments online, you send your checks out. However it is that you make your payments, that's the only day that you're going to work on your bills. And trust me, if you do that, it will change your life. If you want to know how to do some more specific budgeting, I have another video that I'm going to attach to this video so that if you haven't watched it already, you can understand how to budget and how to take that pain away from paying the bills by sitting down and working on it one day a week. Or one day every 2 weeks when you get paid. So if you have those focus days where, like I said, you're going to do the laundry this day, or, this particular day I'm going to vacuum, or this particular day I am going to look online at so-and-so's grades. Don't overwhelm yourself. There's so many tasks to be done as a working mother that you've got to manage your job, you've got to manage the household, you've got to manage your relationship with each child, you've got to manage your relationship with your family, with your friends, with your significant other. You have to set specific focus days. Just like, they came up with date night. Okay, that is a night where you specifically concentrate on your partner. So insert those days into your life so that you can concentrate on that one thing at a time and you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, so that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, and this is a big deal, Mom, and you probably don't do it a lot, but I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Are you ready to hear this, Mom? Okay. Give your kids their independence, okay? Let them do something for themselves, or you're going to drive yourself crazy doing everything, okay? One of the hardest jobs in the world is people management. Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, people management is a doozy, okay? If you give your kids independence, you will save yourself so much time. Let your child pick out their own clothes. If you don't like their choice, encourage them to try something different, but let them go and take care of that while you're doing something else, okay? Let your child have chores. Let them clean out the tub. Let them do the dishes, or let them vacuum. And guess what? They're not going to do it as good as you would have done it. But this is your opportunity to teach them to do it right. Do not, and Mom, I know you do this all the time, don't go back and redo their work. Don't go back and fix it. Tell them what they did wrong, okay? Tell them what they could have done better, and let them go ahead and do it, because that's the only way that they're going to learn to do it right. And that's the only way you're going to free yourself, Mom, okay? So allow your kids to make the mistakes of not cleaning thoroughly, not doing it the way you wanted them to do, so that you can have the opportunity to come in to correct them. And then they will start to do it right. And you will save yourself hours of time by letting your kids do their own thing. If your child is 5, let your child take his own shower. Let your child clean their own room, okay? And then come back and say, well, you need to work on this, you need to work on that. Or, if your child took their shower, and you're like, oh, I don't know if they washed all their parts right. Mom, do you know how we do? Stick your nose in there and smell that armpit, okay? And if it's not right, tell them to go back in there and scrub and do it right. You have to let them learn. You have to let them totally mess it up for them to learn how to totally get it right, okay? So that is tip number 3. Let your child have their independence, all right? Let's move along. Tip number 4 is to impart consequences and stick to them, okay? If your kids are not doing something that you like, if they're doing something you don't like, impart a consequence, okay? And stick to it. I know as mothers, we don't like to punish our kids. We don't stick to the punishments that we set, or let's not even call them punishments. Let's just call them opportunities for growth. This is the time for you to talk to your child, correct your child, and say, hey, with every, action, there's a reaction. With everything that you do, there's a consequence that comes with it. So just let them know, hey, because of this is going to happen. Because you did not clean your room, now you can't play your video game. Every hour that you were supposed to be cleaning your room and you didn't is another hour off of the video game, or whatever it is that they like to do, or is another hour that you have to sit down and read, or something like that. Whatever it is that you want the consequence to be, but stick to it, because this goes right in line with tip number 3, to give your kids the independence that they need to become the children that you want them to become, and to become the greatest adults that you could ever imagine. All right, so let's move on to tip number 5, okay? This is a part of getting organized, having your life on autopilot. Okay, part of that is getting super organized, okay? So especially if you have a large family, moms, if you have multiple kids, okay, you have a lot of laundry, you're going to want to pick the clothes out at night, okay? Pick the clothes out at night. I know you've heard this, but just do it. That way things just go a little bit faster in the morning, okay? And that brings me to another thing. This is not even like a tip that was on my list, but fold your laundry. Don't nobody want to dig through bags and everything trying to find their clothes and stuff. That's why it's even more important for you to do this at night, because if you have a huge bag of laundry that somebody has to look through and they done found one sock and can't find another one, that is going to waste your time in the morning, okay? So if you don't like folding things, girl, get a bunch of hangers and hang everything up, okay? You can fold the socks, you can fold the underwear, you can fold the t-shirts, okay? The undershirts, hang everything else up, okay? That's another little tip in there, okay? That'll save you some time and energy if you don't like folding clothes. But I'm telling you, if you don't put the clothes away, it's going to make it 10 times harder to find things, okay, especially if you're doing it in the morning. So fold your clothes and pick them out at night. All right, so let's move on to the next tip. Tip number 6, baby. Use your phone. Use your phone, use your technology. Everybody has these smartphones. I don't care how rich or broke you are. Everybody has the smartphones. You got the Obama phone. You got something, okay? You have a smartphone. Set calendar reminders, put things on your calendars, tell Google to remind you of something. Your phone is just needs to be your lifeline. That way you'll never forget to do something. Put these reminders on your phone, set alarms on your phone and everything, and that will help you to stay organized. Even put your focus days on there, and make it a recurring event. Okay, every Wednesday is going to be self-serve night. Okay, I ain't cooking no meals. And look, I'm telling y'all the truth. That's what my mom used to do to me when I was growing up. She's like, okay, every man for himself. It's self-serve night. I'm not cooking. Y'all better make some sandwiches. So if you got kids that are 10 and up, shoot, even 9, they can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it's not going to kill them to have peanut butter and jelly for dinner one night, or some oodles and noodles or something like that. Give yourself a break. You don't have to cook every single night. They could eat leftovers or something. Oh, it's self-serve night. Pick out what you want. Sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly, tuna fish, noodles, leftovers. Breakfast for dinner, okay? Eat yourself some cereal, eat some fruit, cereal and bananas or whatever. It's not going to kill anybody for you to have a self-serve night, okay? So I know I'm mixing everything up, but yes, use your phone for these focus days. That's tip number 6, okay? But one of the tips to put on your focus day is a self-serve night, okay? Tip number 7, and this is my final tip, is to make it fun. Okay, make it fun. Make some type of activity out of vacuuming the house or, washing the dishes. You know how you used to get up early Saturday morning and you really didn't want to clean, but your mom put the music on and it made everything all right? Okay, well, have your kid put their headphones on while they're vacuuming or something so that they can associate, hey, I'm vacuuming and I'm listening to my music too. Or, maybe you can try out something that I did with my son is I put the timer on for 5 minutes and see how fast he could clean the kitchen. I told him that in 5 minutes, I set the timer. I cleaned the whole kitchen, including wiping down all the countertops and stove, unloading the clean dishes from the dishwasher and putting dirty dishes into the dishwasher. Did all of that in 5 minutes, and he just had to beat me. He had to beat me. So we set the timer for 5 minutes and it was go. Okay, so do something like that. Make it fun. My son really enjoyed it. I'm sure your kids will enjoy, making fun time out of cleaning up something or doing some particular chore, some type of challenge to, make it less boring. Okay, so those have been my tips 1 through 7. I'll go over them again. Do grocery shopping online. Set it for a pickup or delivery. Number 2 was to set focus days, a self-serve night, a laundry night, whatever it is night. Number 3, give your children independence. Let them do something on their own. Moms, do not go back and redo their work. Number 4 was to impart consequences. Stick to them, Mom. They're going to help your life in the long run, okay? Number 5 was to pick out clothes at night. I know your mom taught you that, and you should actually be doing it. That's one of those things where you need to listen to. Makes your life a whole lot easier. The bonus tip was to go ahead and fold your laundry up, okay? Or get some hangers if you don't feel like folding. Tip number 6 was to use your phone, use your technology to help you remember the things that you can't remember on your own because there's so much going on. And finally, tip number 7 was to make it fun, baby. Okay? So again, I am your girl, Jamie Drew with the Girlfriend Experience TV. For all things Girlfriend Experience, check us out on the web at thegirlfriendexperience.org. Do not forget to subscribe. Why? Because if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, then you know you're wrong, okay? And hit that like button if you can relate to the things I'm talking about on this video, if you like this video, and give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Girl, I don't care. Just give me some feedback and comment below and let me know if these things are working for you, okay? Until next time, see you, girl.